This game is a definition of coziness. So much so that even though that this technically genre existed way before this game did, this game really invented it, or rather reinvented it, allowing so many other games to be created to even try to replicate the feelings that this game creates for every single one of the players. Yet this game is still going strong. Despite it being almost a decade old, this game consistently hits more than 100,000 concurrent players on Steam every single day, being consistently in a top 10 of all the most played games on Steam. And yet, people still cannot stop playing it. But why? Why does it do it, and how it did it, and most importantly, how one person who made this game did it. And of course, I'm talking about none other than the legend itself, Stardew Valley. To understand how this is the coziest game that you cannot stop playing, you need to understand what cozy even means. The definition of coziness is really vague, but it's still definable. These are the games that are made to be relaxed and to give you the same feeling as sitting in front of a fireplace in a snowstorm, or getting into a warm, comfy bed while it's raining outside, or sitting around a campfire while listening to a crackling of the fire. This is the definition of coziness. But if you want something a bit simpler, I will give you something that is complete opposite to it. You can think of this game, or this genre of game, something that is extremely on an opposite side of Escape from Tarkov style extraction shooters, PvP extraction shooters, where you must be on an edge at all times and incredibly tense no matter what you do in the game. Cozy games are complete opposite of that. There is no rush, even though there is goals. You don't need to do anything, even though there are a lot of things to do, or rather a lot of things that can be done. And everything, including looks and music, is made to make you feel relaxed. That's what Stardew Valley does. But how and why people still cannot stop playing it? There are several reasons, and probably one of the most important ones, and we need to get this out of the way, is of course accessibility. This game is incredibly accessible for most players all around the world. How? Well, first things first, you see how the game looks. The game looks incredibly simplistic, and it's made to be felt like an SNES style game, very old game. And because of its style, it is not really that difficult to run on basically anything. If you have any type of computer that even counted as a low-grade gaming computer for the past decade, or rather even decade ago, this game can be run there and can be run comfortably. It can be run on any type of phones, and it is even available as a part of an Apple Arcade subscription on iOS devices. So you can run it on your phones, on your tablets, on basically anything. So everyone and anyone can access this game anytime that they want. And there are no subscription fees, there are no battle passes, there are no in-game purchases, just a single one-time purchase no matter where you are, and the game is yours forever. And even though there are a lot of other reasons, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why people are playing this more and more and more. Old players are not leaving it, and new players are joining them, so the numbers are increasing. But why old players aren't leaving it? Well, the answer is simple. You have a lot of things to do. Despite game's simplistic nature of looking like just a simple farming simulator, it's far more than that. Game has a lot of things to do and a lot of gameplay loops to master, even though they're not that difficult to master at all. Farming is just simply one part of the game, the part that you can even ignore more or less. There are fishing, there is building, there are relationships with other people, there is even dungeon delving, and there are a lot of things in this game to do. And none of them are difficult, even though they are quite deep and give you a lot of things to do. But probably the biggest reason why people are giving this a definition of coziness is its atmosphere. The atmosphere of this game is truly iconic. The looks, the simplistic looks, isn't just made to be able to run on basically anything. It is made to create an atmosphere. This beautiful hand-drawn looking pixel art makes it look absolutely gorgeous on any device and any screen. And no matter when you will play it, or when you did play it 10 years ago, today, or 10 years from now, it will still look absolutely gorgeous. And this timeless style is incredibly, well, cozy. But it's not just that, it's also the music and sounds as well. The atmosphere is incredibly relaxing, and no matter who will play this game, they will agree with that. The relaxing soundtrack and sounds overall just makes you lost in the game. You will never realize how time has passed because finally, after all these years, you will feel relaxed. And this atmosphere is absolutely unbeatable. But what it's also there are the characters. You would never think that game that has no voice acting will make you fall in love with the characters of this game. And I'm talking about NPCs as well. This game is purely single player, even though it can be played in multiplayer as well. It is made to be a single player. But NPCs here are written incredibly well. Don't get me wrong, they're not written as a deep characters. There are a lot of archetypes, but almost all of them are made to be incredibly positive and lovable characters. Even though they have their own quirks and their downsides, they're all lovable characters and they're playing their part in the Pelican Town, the city, the main town of the Stardew Valley. And as you continue go roaming around and get to know them, you are quickly falling in love with this community, the community of NPCs. And because there are a lot of NPCs, and also there are a lot of NPCs that you can actually create relationships with and create a family, an actual farmstead, this game just keeps you gripped for really long time. And because of the simplicity of this game, it's not really difficult to leave this game for a really long time and get back to it without actually feeling overwhelmed of all the gameplay systems that will flood you. Game is really easy to get into and anyone can get into it. No matter whether you prefer just walking around and talking to NPCs or just going around and restoring different buildings or just creating a perfect farm or even dungeon delving, this game has something for everyone and none of it is being forced at you. That is why it's so cozy and that is why you simply cannot stop playing it. You feel like home. This game makes you feel loved. It's not forcing you anything at all. And you will feel like it's not even mad if you will drop and return to it after years. Not like other games that will completely change and just flood you with a bunch of pop-ups and the things that happen and etc. etc. This game will wait for you. No matter how long it will pass until you will return, it will wait for you there patiently. It will not move forward without you. And you can just simply get back to where you stopped and continue enjoying it once more. This is what definition of coziness is, and this is what all cozy games should try to repeat.
And this video is sponsored by channel's partner and supporter, Instant Gaming. If you want best games for the best prices all the time, all year round, without waiting for any sales, Instant Gaming is the way to go. You can find all types of games for all the different platforms, and most importantly, for the cheapest prices possible. And I also partner with Instant Gaming for epic game giveaway of your choice. So click the link in the description down below for your chance to win. Thanks to Instant Gaming for their support, and now let's get back to the video.
I really tried to get my energy levels a bit down for this video and I hope you enjoyed it. A bit slower, a bit more tamed, less energetic, even though it was still quite fun and quite pleasant for me to record. Let me know what you think about this type of videos in the comments down below. I will really gladly listen to every single one of you. Yeah, don't forget to check out all the other videos of the channel. You can watch them right here. Don't forget to subscribe right here as well. This will be for today and I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care.